angel will not come down from heaven and say to you, how do you know when you found the one? What criteria would you use to determine this? Hey there, welcome back to Love, Dating and Marriage Relationships with me, where I help you to build intentional and long-lasting relationships. So I got a few questions, one of which says, how do you know when you found the one? How do you know if the person you're dating is the one? Now think about it. At one point or the other in your life, you would have gotten relationship advice from different people, different sources, and possibly from your own observations as well, which tends to leave a certain kind of impression or narrative as to what love looks like. Now, while I was growing up, I won't even lie, I certainly wanted the type of love that was portrayed on TV shows and in the movies. You know, I think I lived in a fantasy world, by the way. You know, the kind of experience where the man is slow motion, reaching out for the hand of the woman, sometimes either at the beach or under the rain. But you know, angels singing, her hair is blowing against the wind. I genuinely lived in fantasy world. Yeah, that kind of experience. Because honestly, I just wanted to be able to tell quick enough if that person was the one or not, just so I don't waste my time and I don't waste the other person's time as well. But it just never really worked out for me. So if you're single or currently dating or even engaged as well, and you're at a crossroad in your relationship, you're not sure whether that person is the one for you or not, I'm going to share with you my top 10 specific signs, pointers, tips, things that you really want to look out for. Okay, so keep on watching. So first things first, you obviously want to be praying about the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, because you can't go in thinking you're going to be able to figure it all out by yourself. You don't want to lean on your own understanding. I can't stress enough how much you need to make sure you are guided by God to make this life-changing, lifetime decision. So you want to pray about it, you want to fast about it. God answers prayers and He can absolutely save you from any disastrous relationship. So what is their relationship with Christ like? What is their faith like? That person may not be perfect. In fact, they may not even have it all together, but does this relationship glorify God? If he or she is the one, being with that person will not compromise your relationship with God. If anything, it will strengthen it, it will build it. So do they have a similar desire for God? Do they have a similar value, godly lifestyle? Do they encourage you in your walk with God? Do they put God first? Because God will not send you someone that will corrupt your character or lead you astray. Number 2, how intentional are they? This is love in action. Their actions speak louder than their words. Are they trustworthy? Are they reliable? Do they have integrity? How does this person show you that they love and care for you? Think love languages. You want to take this into consideration. Are they consistent in their actions towards you? Do they prioritize you? Because this love has to be reciprocated. Do they value and respect your dreams? Now, not that they're going to go on and carry out or do your dreams for you, but they believe in it as much as you do. So they value what you're chasing, they value what you're pursuing, not trying to hold you back, because they want you to be the better and best version of yourself. Because guys, iron sharpens iron. Okay, iron sharpens iron. Number 3, what is their purpose for life? Now, I think by default, you become part of the other person's purpose once you choose to spend the rest of your life with them. So what is their vision for life? If you're someone that is driven, you want someone, the other person, that's equally as driven, just so you can avoid any feeling of resentment or control. Is this person self-aware? Do they know their self-worth? They're looking for you not to complete them, but to enhance and help them grow with you. Number 4, trust. Now, this goes beyond being faithful or cheating, even though that's extremely important as well. Do you trust their views, their opinions, judgment on important issues? You'd be surprised how many people will actually go into a marriage with someone they already know that they can't trust. Crazy. Now remember that trust has to be earned, and there are also different levels to trust. Observe their actions around you, and over time you don't have to become a private investigator or anything. You just need to be observant. Number 5, at ease and at peace. Now you can be your true and authentic self with this person, not your social media self if that's not your authentic self. This person doesn't try to silence you. They're not ashamed of you, your journey, and your testimony. It's easy to be together. You get to be yourself. You can let go. You can be vulnerable. You feel, safe and secure 24/7 with this person without judgment. Not someone that makes you feel insecure all the time. So if you're constantly feeling insecure or uncomfortable around this person or in this relationship, then you really don't want to keep wasting your time with this person or that relationship. Now, number 6, you can have healthy disagreements. Now, everything doesn't have to match. You don't always have to agree on everything. Both of you should be able to communicate and tell each other the truth in love, even though you may not necessarily like it, but at least you would respect it. You don't hold on to grudges and you can forgive quickly. If you're anything like me, I don't like to go to bed with a grudge. I just like to clear the air and, wake up at peace. So yeah, you certainly would not want someone that would stonewall you for, I don't know, a month, 5 months, 10 months, a year. I don't think that's healthy at all. I know different people forgive at different paces. It's okay to take your time if you're displeased about something, but forgiving quickly and, not having to stonewall for months or years is extremely important. Number 7, a kind and positive spirit. How is their relationship to strangers, to friends, to their family, to their parents, to co-workers? How do they react under high stress? Do you want to be the one to carry most of the burden in your relationship? Can they be joyful even in circumstances that are not exactly pleasing? Do they have a I give up or can do it attitude? These things are encouraging and motivating because life doesn't always go as planned. So you want to know what your disposition is to things that don't really work out. Number 8, leader versus controller. Now, there's a fine line between someone who has leadership qualities, wants to lead you, and someone who just wants to control you. I think control sometimes comes from jealousy and insecurity. So you want to give yourself a bit of time, pay attention to both things so that as a woman, you can know for yourself who and what you will be submitting to. Number 9, attraction and compatibility. Now, I talked about this in my previous video. They are equally as important as the other signs, but you want to pay careful attention that you're not picking one over the other because they are both important. I was watching a dating show recently, and as soon as this new guy came into the house, this girl was over the top. She went on and on about how she was attracted to him and didn't even care one bit to see if they're even compatible together. All she cared about was the attraction, the attraction, the attraction. And I thought, wait a second. If you want to spend the rest of your life with this person that you're considering, I believe attraction, chemistry, compatibility should be balanced. Now, one thing I've learned is that an angel will not come down from heaven and say to you, that person is the one for you. Unfortunately, it really will not work that way. It just won't work that way. And finally, the last one, number 10, the very obvious one. Deep down, you know. Deep down, we always know. Now, it's normal to have doubts at the beginning of a relationship, but if after a while you still have serious doubts and deep down in your heart you know that this does not feel right, then you definitely should pause and pay attention to this because you want an underlying sense of peace and confidence with this person and that relationship. So in case there's anyone that's genuinely wondering, is there anything like the one? Now, there is the one, and the one is the one that you choose, not the one that is the only one available on the entire surface of the earth for you. That's a mouthful. I'll explain. So if I miss it, you miss it, we all miss it. It can set the world on the wrong course and history would just be a mess because we're going to procreate and our offsprings may be the wrong ones because they have possibly come from the wrong ones, and it'll go on and on and on. Just imagine a crazy cycle. It's going to be a total mess. Whoever you choose is the one that you have chosen, not that there's only one particular individual on the entire surface of this earth for you. Now you get to choose who you walk with, who you give your heart, body and soul to, who you build a life with, who you build a family with, who you walk in purpose with. God has given us that free will of choice. So with God's help, we have that power to choose who will shape, sharpen and mold our lives. Okay, so these signs are obviously non-exhaustive, but they are extremely important. It may take time to be able to come to a decision. Don't always expect a snap of the finger, light bulb moment, even though it may happen that way because everyone's story is different. There is no substitute to time. I believe it will help you to see and evaluate things better. So remember to ask God, put Him first in everything that you do, and He will give you the desires of your heart. So those are my top 10 tips to know if he or she is the one. I hope this has been useful, helpful and insightful to you. Remember to like this video. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with me. Let me know your criteria. How would you know if he or she is the one for you? You also want to remember to please subscribe to my channel. It's free. Hit the notification bell so you know anytime I put up a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I encourage you to live an intentional life. I'll see you in my next video.